And this time I have made sure to press that live button. And we are live from the Bat Cave. And I am your host, Maria. As you can see, we have some interesting things tonight. Let me just get the camera nice and pretty there. We got something going on here. As you can see, I've been working on this for some hours already. Though, gosh, this is the thing about StreamYard. I can't adjust the setting. I can't like zoom in. I have to literally push the camera down right in front of me. So, well, anyway, how's everybody tonight? We've had Tomby before the live stream, and he sent the first chat. Welcome, sir. Thank you so much for sending in that, even if you're not around. And we also have the Dunadan. What's up, my good man? Thank you so much. I want to show you this. This was done by I drew it, and then I used this wonderful, beautiful ink right here, and this is the result of working with inks, with nibs and inks. I hope you're having a wonderful night. But I have this here. I'm not gonna be working on this though, because I should. That was my objective tonight. And I really actually, what I wanted to do with this was I actually wanted to try these beautiful metallic watercolors that came in from my Amazon wish list. However, we got something different tonight. We're going to be working on some new projects. As always, as artists, we always work on new projects. That's the thing. So we're going to be working on some green screen. Yeah, we're going to be working on some bookmarks. I know people love the bookmarks. I sent a few bookmarks out there as gifts to 3 lucky winners. I'm going to be working on some new ones right here, watercolor as always, and maybe we'll send out a couple, you know. And I definitely have a new laminator, again, thanks to a generous donor from my Amazon wish list. And we're going to be doing that. And perhaps we may have a guest tonight. That was my fault. I wasn't able to send him the link to the stream earlier. That was totally my fault. And I hope he does come by. But yeah, this is it. So I got to get my stuff here. There it is. So we're going to be, as always, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be, securing the borders, because that's what we want to do. We want to protect the borders. All borders. We want to protect all borders. So let's get to it. Let's put a little bit of music on. We've been having some technical difficulties earlier this evening. I do have to start. I'm going to be upgrading my computer because, unfortunately, yeah, my little laptop is 12 years old, so it no longer upgrades. Let's put on some music. There we go. My classic music. I haven't found another one that really gets into the mood. So I was saying, yeah, I've been having some technical difficulties earlier. Thankfully, I was able to start on time, and also thankfully I was able to work out the things that I had, like the camera was crashing. Yeah, it was just not cool. So what I want to do is, I do want to protect the borders, but I want to leave a minimum of borders. So this is my OCD of like perfectly, putting it perfectly straight. I do try. Remember to leave a like if you're dropping by for the first time on this channel. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any. I want to thank everybody out there that's seen my new video on fantasy forest watercolor. I've had around 108 views. That was super nice of everybody. Thank you so much. Every little bit helps. Remember that the watch hours mean that I can get monetized. Well, first I gotta get to at least 1,000 subscribers. I am now at 308. But it can be done. It definitely can be done. So let's continue. And since we all like to save up, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this. I've done this before with my miniatures. I don't know if you guys remember, I did a few miniatures back in the day. Those were really nice for gifts. So what I did was I did a series of them, basically, and I just pasted one after the other and used the same tape. So we are protecting the borders because we don't want invasive stuff right there. Let's see how many we can get to today. So yeah, if you'd like to share, go ahead and share this video, share on the Twitterverse, on the Instagram accounts, hit down there in the description below. You can find all that's good, and you can find the share button so you can share this video in your social medias and have people join in. And look who's here, it's Tara Crystal. Thank you so much, sir, for dropping by. It's wonderful to see you there in the chat. We're going to be working on some bookmarks. People are really happy with the bookmarks, and I feel like it's like, oh gosh, they're not straight. Dang, they're not straight. Okay, that's okay. That's not a problem. I'll just put it in here. By the way, Tara Crystal was very nice of him to send me some watercolor paper, which I do have underneath here. It's pasted on my boards, ready to be used. And also I did share it a little bit before. Let me just get it. If I can get this to stay there, it'll be okay. Yeah, okay, they're straight right now. So I did this with your paper right here, Tara Crystal. So it's ready to be watercolored. This is the first time that I use handmade Egyptian watercolor paper with ink. So we're gonna see how that works out. And there it goes. That's okay. Because they're not straight. There we are. Okay, so what do we have? We have some, we're gonna do some nature scenes. Just to start, oh no, I'm not gonna be, I need my normal water. Hope you guys been having a great weekend. I have my watercolor here. These are nice. These are not cheap. These are regular. I think they're Fabric. I don't remember, but they're really good. I'm really happy with these. I had them for a while now. And I hope you guys have been having a wonderful week. My week has been interesting, to say the least. Didn't really start off very well, but hopefully now that it's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday, it'll just end super well. So let's see here. Do I have something that I want to do? Just to like start off? No, that's not it. That's the I hope you guys watched the reveal video of Tabitha of our crossover. That was a lot of fun. Did I mention that I was grumbling in that video? There was a lot of grumbling. But all good. All good. Oh, I have my iPad here, so I'm just going to pick it up here and look at some stuff. I do have some stuff ready, and Pinterest has once again become one of my favorite places. Oh yes, I wanted to do a Will of the Wisps kind of a thing, now that I remember. So oh yes, Mr. T was interesting. Yeah, so Mr. T, that was quite something. Yeah, I wanted to do something like this. You can't really see it. Something like this, but also like Will of the Wisps. So we'll see what happens. Let's just jump into it. I'm gonna be doing a video of how I did the Mr. T. I have it in RAW. It's just I haven't been able to sit down and like put it together with kind of like with oh my gosh, I'm not thinking right now. What's it called? VoiceOver, that's it, with VoiceOver. My goodness. Took me quite some time to get that out there. No, not like the screen. No, don't like that green. Gotta start over. I know Tabitha has been on streaming this morning. I saw her. I was at work, so I couldn't tune in. But I know she was live doing her thing. So awesome that she can live stream so much. So happy for her, and for everyone, all my friends who are live streaming and doing their thing. Okay. Let's see what happens with this color right here. All right, so, before I do that, what I wanted to do is, this is called the wet on wet technique. Oops, sorry. So basically what I do is I wet everything and then we work on that. Oh, there it is. Yeah, she was doing a scene from her Sea of Thieves game with Know Me Without You and Joe. Yeah. So cool. This is more or less like what I did previously. We'll see how it works out. Oh, it's JM, the Elite Fan. Good evening, sir. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are doing some Will of the Wisps maybe kind of thing. We're doing some bookmarks tonight. I know people were very excited for bookmarks that I gave out a few months back to 3 lucky winners who were in the chat at the right time, and they were winners for one of my favorite animes that turned 30 years old last year. So I did a bookmarks for those. Oh, you can't really see what you're doing. Again, the lighting here. My back cave is not really very good for lighting issues, so apologies for that. But I'm gonna go and I'm gonna turn it down as always so that you guys can see what's going on. Yeah. More like Will of the Wisps, like normal Will of the Wisps. I don't know. I'll be right back. Just a second. And I'm back. You guys miss me? It was quick, eh? Besides, I'm waiting for this to like dry out. So let's do a purple scene. So we're gonna be doing also purple-ish kind of fantasy thingy here, you know. Who knows? Maybe it'll just turn out so bad that it was like, okay, no, we got to get rid of this. You never know. Yeah, I've gotten rid of so many things. You guys would be amazed at how many things, like how many images I got rid of. It's just not like worth it. I'm like, nah, this is not working. Oh, oopsie, sorry. This is supposed to be a fantasy thingy, so. And yeah, you can see. We got 5 people watching right now. Welcome everybody to Art and Chatting and the open concept art stream where we just do our own thing and chat about life. Where you guys get to see the behind the scenes of what artists do, the frustration, the temptation of leaving everything to the side, of not finishing, the fears and the audacity that we do in order to create works of art. And believe it or not, we get more out of making mistakes than actually of works of art, you know. But that's just how it is, man. That's how it is. So it's really nice, but I have been asked a month ago to host a workshop for painting, a watercolor workshop. So I'm going to be doing that with about 35 people tomorrow. I'm really honored that they have asked me. It's like when people ask me to do a presentation on storytelling. Again, I'm very humbled. I'm very gratified, because yeah, it's recognition. So, this is harsh. This is a hard question. So, JM the Elite Fan says, in your opinion, what's the greatest masterpiece ever made? I think it's the creation of Adam. That is very, very difficult to answer, actually, because every artist has his or her own perception, her tastes. It really depends. So, for example, okay, so if you guys look up on the internet, you get look up David of Moses and David of Bernini. There are two different sculptures. I've seen one live when I was living in Rome about 12 years ago now. No, wait. Oh no, yeah, 10 years ago. So yeah, because I had a stash in Rome for about 3 years, from 2011 to 2014. I was really grateful, and I was able to see the statue of David of Bernini, and the famous one is of Michelangelo's David. But personally, I like more Bernini's David than Michelangelo's. And why is that? Again, it's personal preference. It really depends on the person who's looking at the thing, so why do I like Bernini's more than David's? Because Michelangelo's is the whole thing about Michelangelo's David is that he has a look that is very very intense, as in, I'm going to take this guy down, and that he was talking about Goliath, right? But Bernini's, in my opinion, is superior. And it's the moment when he's going to throw with the slingshot, the stone, to kill Goliath. So let me just the amount of intricate detail in medieval art is fascinating. Oh yes, I totally agree. I have seen some works of art when I was back in Rome. I've seen Raphael's work in the Vatican. I was able to see the Sistine Chapel. Astounding, like jaw-dropping. But again, it really depends on the person and of what you like. So I'm a very big realism fan. I really like realism. So I like the great works of art of Raphael and Michelangelo as well. But Michelangelo was a sculptor as well. Obviously, I love the Sistine Chapel. It was flabbergasting, jaw-dropping, like you name it, that's what it was. But again, personal preference is a big thing with regards to what you think is the greatest work of art. So really depends. So Tara Crystal says, my favorite work of art. I have a poster from the movie Cool World, not a good movie, with Holly in a seductive pose. She's been on my wall since 1992. I remember Cool World, and I remember that poster. Yes, not a good movie. Personally, I wouldn't watch it. I've never actually watched Cool World, but I do know it. It's a very, it's a very well-known movie. But the poster is pretty impressive because that's when they started to, along with Who Framed Roger Rabbit, that's when they started integrating both the comics like cartoons and real life people. So yes, I am. I'm so jealous. Visiting the Sistine Chapel is on my bucket list. Yes. Oh, please do it. Oh, do it. Absolutely fantastic. It's worth it. It's worthwhile. Definitely worthwhile. Oops, sorry. Mind you, even though I was living in Rome, I only went there once, and that was because my parents went to Rome to visit me on a trip. So yeah. Robert Your Rabbit is peak cinema. Yeah. Well, that's. I don't know how to put that. I'm not sure. Yes, happy Thursday, Dreaming Tabitha Live. What's up, girl? I saw you this morning that you were streaming, but I was at work, so I couldn't join you in the chat. Sorry about that, but I did see you there. And it's Beams of Destruction. What's going on, my good man? We are working on some Will of the Wisps fantasy forest nature bookmarks, because we all love bookmarks, don't we? So yeah. Tara Krista says, I was too young to really appreciate that stuff when I lived in Italy. Oh, that's so sad. Yeah, it's true. Sadness. No, don't be sad. Don't be sad, please. So Tara Crystal says, I loved Looney Tunes back in action. Space Jam was not so much. Okay. I love Space Jam. Oopsies. Sorry. I love Space Jam. It was a really great movie. Oh, thank you. Yes, thank you so much for stopping by and saying hi. Yeah, you know where to find me every Thursday. All the socials are down in the description below. No. Yeah. So now I'm kind of waiting for this to dry. In the meantime, while it dries, because that's the beauty of having 3 or 4 projects at the same time, I can work on this baby right here. Who I have been working. So I'm just gonna put this to the side just for a moment, so while it dries, and I can work on this. I have like 3 things. So here in the back, as you can see, I have this ready to work on. And I have been working on this during the week. This is Tara Crystal's handmade watercolor paper, Egyptian cotton, amazing stuff. And I used some Indian ink along with the nibs that I got to create this beautiful image right here, because we all love dragons. Oh, by the way, in the Will of the Wisps bookmarks, I have to put a dragon in there somewhere. I don't know how, but I have to. Now, what do you guys think? What color should I use? I'm thinking blue, because I really wanna try out these Winsor and Newton metallic watercolors. I don't know how this is gonna end up. I really don't. So while our bookmarks are there drying, let's paint some of this here. Let's go with something light first, because I don't know how the Indian ink is going to react. Let's go with Indian, with some watercolor on. I don't know if it's going to react like Chinese ink, that it just splotches. I love working Chinese ink, but at the same time, I love the dragon. You would, Tabitha. Of course you love the dragon. Dragons are awesome. I got this, it's sort of inspired, well, sort of copied from the internet, as always, as reference, because I cannot draw from my head. I'm sorry, I am not that level. I'm not that skillful an artist to do that. But I did freehand draw, which is, you know, that has some merit, you know. I'm gonna highlight this one. Still regret not adding a dragon to it. I'm serious, Tabitha. I was like thinking, I was like, oh my gosh, she is going to put a dragon into that thing. But, well, you still can, technically. I mean, you didn't lacquer the thing. And you can always perfect it, so technically you can add a dragon into my painting. And then just saying, I have challenged myself yet again! And Terra Crystal says, too bad Sea of Thieves doesn't have dragons. Why not? Can't you put in there a dragon? Dragons are a basic need in society. How can somebody not live without dragons? Go. A dragon? A dragon! I thought I saw a dragon! Yes, my good memes. 'Tis a dragon. Okay, here is the question of the year. How does everyone feel about the new movie coming out of How to Train Your Dragon? What they basically did was just put in live people to exactly the same story. How do you guys feel about that? Remember, this is not uncensored. This is not Pierce Uncensored. I don't have the viewership to say that, oh, you can be uncensored as you want. I have no thoughts on it, actually. Amazingly enough, I have no expectations. I don't know what it's going to be like. I really like the fact that I like the casting of him, of Hiccup. I like that it's so near to what everybody loves it. It's not a movie that I was asking for, though. It's not like, I don't know. I mean, some people feel differently, but I think like Sonic is a movie that, you know, people have enjoyed for the most part. Some people just found it boring, and that's fine. But you can't say it was like, oh my gosh, they just blew like the legacy and things like that, which is, I think, what everybody's afraid of. So, How to Train Your Money remake? Bleh. I like the original movies. It's said that they're using the exact same camera angles. Okay, so they're not taking any risks. That's for sure. That's my take, that they're not taking absolutely any risks on with regards to How to Train Your Dragon. They're exactly the same camera angles, and I'm going to change this angle right here. Like I said, I like Hiccup. I like the cast. I can't say the same for Astrid. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure that she's a wonderful actress, but I don't think that she is the role for Astrid. Smog. Oh, now I can. If it had been Smog, I would have used other colors. I'm using blue. Oh, well, because smog is like orangey because of all the gold. Gold. But I'm using blue, so he'll be an ice dragon. Just like the ice dragon that we all love, which is Rayron. So, I mean, like I said, I don't have much of an opinion on it. I would really like it to be good, but again, I don't know. They do have the technology to do a good they do have the technology to do a good dragon, you know, like a good toothless. I'm happy of that. I don't want toothless to be changed, but I don't know. Okay, so I forgot to do here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it here. This is all going to be part of the wing because I forgot to ink it. Okay. That's fine. Can't really see it anyway. Oh, here's an interesting. So, with all the remakes that have come out in recent years, it shows how pathetic Hollywood is right now for creativity. It's true, and at the same time, it's really sad because the original movies that they do come up with are just not good. Sorry, but they're not great. You know, I mean, How to Train Your Dragon was such a it's such a beautiful movie. It's a great movie. How is this thing? I'm waiting for it to dry. You know, it was just so wonderful, you know? Anyway, so let's try these babies. I'm gonna try them out. I tried the blue one because that's what I wanted. That's why I went for blue, the other. These are like really spiffy watercolors. So they better, like they're expensive. Better be good. But I don't know how it's going to react with the paper. There's a whole bunch of stuff that we have to take in consideration. The fact that like the paper and the coloring in the back and the pigmentation of the watercolors. There's a whole bunch of things that can go like differently. Can't really see it, but I'm gonna use these ones. These ones are my metallic from Temu that actually are pretty good. And you know what? You probably can find them in Amazon exactly the same thing. Let's see. It's actually a lot better. Again, it could be the paper. about this? Teen finds baby dragon. He raises it away from the village. The dragon gets too big. He flies away with the dragon. Raiders come attack his village, so they return. I did that plot in 3 minutes. Why can't professional Hollywood? Okay, fair enough. That is a good plot, actually. That is a very good plot. It reminds me of, what is this? The Queen of Dragons that Emily, what's her name, plays in the series that I never watched, Game of Thrones. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Hollywood. If you guys remember, like back in the 90s, we had really good stories coming out. You know, they made the first Toy Story. They made some pretty good, you know, some pretty awesome things, you know. And it's very sad to see that now the stories are not compelling. And I'm not talking about just because, you know, they have to have a certain amount of quota of people working in there. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that the fact that people don't have, I can't say a lively imagination, but it's more like an imagination at all. That's what's pretty sad. It's like they don't have stories to tell. Not anymore. And that really makes me very sad. As a storyteller, there's so many different tales. And they would get inspiration about everything, you know. Elsa, the famous, what's her called? Frozen, was based on the Snow Queen or the Ice Queen. And I haven't told that story, but yeah, it's a very compelling story. And it's as if, no, they don't have that anymore. No? I watched 2 episodes of Game of Thrones. I like medieval fantasy, but this was a story. So I know that it's a very disturbing story. Just the premise of it is, I'm sorry, but I can't watch it. I seriously cannot watch the Game of Thrones. My physiotherapist, when she saw me reading Brandon Sanderson, she's like, "Oh, you like fantasy?" And I'm like, "Yes, I love fantasy. It's like my favorite genre." And she's like, "Oh, have you seen Game of Thrones?" And I'm like, "No, I haven't. I know the premise, but it's way too much. It's way too much for me." And she said, "Oh, I loved it so much." And I was like, "I'm very happy for you, but I ain't watching it. No way, Jose, man." That was just like you said, it's super disturbing. Just the beginning part, it's like, ooh, dude, that is just like sick. So I love how this is turning out. Really like it. Really, really like it. The first 5 minutes was compelling. Then it switched to who was sleeping with who, including a brother and a sister, and I turned it off. Yeah, that's why. So I have a friend who recommended it, but he knows how my tastes in literature. We both have tastes for fantasy, but he knows that I won't cross some stuff. So he said it's very good, but he wouldn't recommend it to me personally. Unfortunately, he recommended another thing, which was Rings of Power. He's a really, really big Rings of Power fan. And I'm like, dude, we're starting off on the wrong foot. And he's my friend, but so I always say this. He told me to commit to 3 episodes, which I was not able to continue. I was just not. I was like, okay, because I have another friend who's like my bestie, very close friend. She's a huge fan of Lord of the Rings and Rings of Power, and I was like, okay. And she's like, you have to watch, at least give it a try. And I'm like, okay, for you two, I will give it a try. I told her this a few weeks ago. It's like, I'm so sorry, I could not get past the 2nd episode. I am just not interested. I like some of the things that they did. Some, and I have been like with as if a mantra. I've been telling myself, oh, this is just a fanfic, just a fanfic, just a fanfic. But I just couldn't get into it. It's like it was, for me, it wasn't good storytelling. The character decisions were just so bad, unfortunately, for me, in my taste. I mean, I'm so happy that she liked it because I really enjoy people enjoying things. But it was just not for me. I had issues with some of the characters there, and yeah. She really liked the second season, so I think so did my friend, my other friend who really likes it. So I was like, nah, me, no, not for me. Sorry, no. But there are other shows that are good. I'm not really watching anything like that right now. So if anybody has any suggestions, I am very much open to it. Good medieval fantasy movies. Beastmaker. Oh, whoa, Cutthroat Island. Wow, I haven't seen that in years. Cutthroat Island. That's with Gina Davis. Yeah, I remember that movie. It was really good. I enjoyed it. I mean, it wasn't a blockbuster, but I remember taking it out in video from my local Blockbuster video. Yeah. Wow, Cutthroat Island. That's back in the day, like really back in the day. Hang on a second. Let me just finish here, and I will get to the other one. Another one, Red Sonja, Curse of the Dragon Slayer, Northmen, a Viking Saga, Viking Destiny, Disney's Treasure Island. Oh, Treasure Island. That's cute. That's another good one. So, yeah, good movies. There are good movies out there. Just the new generation doesn't know it. For them. I love them, but very fond of them. But we did have some really good movies. We were the year. We were the years, the decade. You know, the 90s was the decade for just overall outstanding movies. Not that I want to, brag too much about it, but we did have a really good decade of movies. Music, yeah, pop culture at its best, the 90s. Remember to hit that like button down there, and I should get some people to be mods. I don't know how to do it. It's not that I don't want people to be mods. I am a mod on a couple of channels, but I don't know how to put them. So, Treasure Planet, yes, I think it's heavily underrated as well. I really enjoyed Treasure Planet, so it's just a great movie. You know, it had different it had some interesting takes, and I had a guest apparently. We're just waiting for him. I have a guest who's on tonight who was able to join us. He's just hooking things up a little bit, probably. But as soon as he's ready, we will put him on the channel. A recurring guest. People will probably know who he is. Oh, by the way, next week, Art and Chatting is going to be on a Friday, because on Thursday, I have a bridal shower for one of my colleagues, one of my sweet colleagues. He's getting married next month. So wonderful. So happy for her. So that is going to be on a Thursday. I will be doing some Art and Chatting on a Friday, because I want to keep at it. I hope I don't go over too much. Are you ready, my good man? Let's see. Just give me a shout out through the comment section. Oh, there he is. All ready to roll. Here we go. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have the stunning and brave Megatron here. I don't know what's going on with your
stunning and brave Whitetron.
Whitetron.
Sorry, I was late. I was out with Dad Man on the channel for a bit, so.
That's okay. Glad you can make it. I apologize for having sent the link so late.
That's all right. I'm here, so.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. Always lovely to have you here on the channel.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for having me.
Your only thing is that I don't see your camera. Something's going on here.
Oh. It's not going through.
Nope. We just see you, as in like Megatron, and then that's it.
Sure. I see my drawing. Hold on.
Nope. In the meantime, Turk says Disney's Treasure Island.
On my end.
That's weird.
I
did have
stuck in.
I see the drawing. Oh, you guys see the drawing? Okay, so it's just me. So I have been having some technical issues before. So if you guys see it, then I'm very happy. I apologize.
Well, I'm not drawing much right now, so not much to see at the moment.
Let me just see if I can put it up here, if I can get it on my own stream, and I can check that out. Let's see here. Oh, yes. Yep, I see it. I see it now. I just through StreamYard, I don't see it for some reason.
Oh.
That's okay. That's just me. Yeah. Spiral.
I'll describe what I'm drawing then. Drawing a big box. So far.
Okay. Alrighty.
Trying to lay out the face.
See, let's try this one. I'm working on 3 projects right now at the same time. As always, you can't have one. Yeah. You just have to have like so many at the same time. So I'm working on a dragon, as you can see.
Yeah.
And I'm about to start the other 2 like foresty Will of the Wisps ones, bookmarks, because people love bookmarks. I love books, so I do love my bookmarks.
All right.
So how have you been?
All right. I had to get my glasses actually repaired today.
Oh,
Yeah, my the glass fell out of one of the lenses, so,
yikes.
or the frame. So I had to get that fixed
Okay.
today.
Okay.
So,
Well, hope you can see.
so last night I was rolling all blind
Oh man.
most of the day. So, other than that, dude, right?
Okay, that's good. Alrighty. Wait, where is it? Oh, this is also part of the wing. Alright. We were just talking about movies back in the 90s and good fantasy movies. And Dunadan mentioned a really good movie that I think is very, very underrated, which is Treasure Planet. I really enjoyed that one. So there we go. Alrighty. Not bad. Not bad at all. So what are you going to be drawing for us tonight, Megatron?
Just doing a little head sketch of Grimlock from Transformers.
Okay. That's sweet.
Yeah. Didn't really have anything planned today, so.
Well, I had something planned and then I changed my mind, and now I'm working on the 3 of them. All right, so this is going to be drying up. Well, this dries up, I'm going to go back to my Will of Wisps bookmarks here, because you can never have. There we go. Looks like nothing at the moment, just some purpley and green blobs. I promise you, it will look good. I promise you. Hopefully, maybe. Now I'm doubting it. Okay, so I'm gonna say goodbye for the moment from my metallic watercolors, and
Bye.
and I'm gonna say hello to my greens and. So, since this is a forest, you really can't see it right now. It's super light. I'm doing the back trees. Ooh, that's too dark. So, Treasure Planet is a space version of Treasure Island. I saw in the 1950s first version. Yeah, I remember. So, yeah, I still. It is a sci-fi fantasy of Treasure Planet Crystal, but I still think it's really good. You know, it's a very bold concept that they did for Treasure Planet, for Treasure Island. I think I just really enjoyed it. It's funny, it's quirky, and it's got everything. You know. you have the classic story of Treasure Island, and at the same time, you had like the nuance of space and such. So yeah, I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed it. You remember Treasure Planet?
Never watched it.
Okay. I think you would like
I've
it.
heard of it.
Yeah. So I think it's a really good version.
There's a lot of movies I haven't seen, so
Fair enough. I haven't seen a lot of movies either.
probably give everyone here in the chat an aneurysm. All the movies I haven't seen.
Oh. I really don't want to have any issues with the channel, so
There's this uncultured swine in our chat or stream.
let's put in some little bit more color into this. Here's another one. It says, more great medieval fantasy movies. Witchville, Shrek. Shrek is good. Okay. Shrek is awesome.
I've seen Shrek, so you don't worry.
Okay, so there you go. That's good. I think Shrek is a classic. Really good. The way that they did the fairy tales and such. The Tale of Disparot. I guess that's French. My French is pretty bad right at the moment. So, Solomon Kane, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Oh well, Snow White and the Huntsman. That's a movie that I'd be interested in watching. Actually, they say that it's a really good movie. That one and Mirror Mirror. Mirror Mirror is with Julie Roberts, and it's another story of Snow White. So, Snow White and the Huntsman, I think I would like to watch that. And then, of course, Conan the Barbarian with... Okay, that one I haven't watched. I have to say. So I'm going to turn it around so that Tara Crystal also says nothing wrong with missing movies. There's so much entertainment media out there to enjoy.
Yeah.
You're not. That is true.
You're just saying that to make me feel better.
Absolutely. liking how this is turning out, but that's how the way it is. This is that's art. Sometimes it's great. Sometimes it's not.
Shit.
Looks like you're not happy either.
No.
Not sure what's
Trying to
going
get this
on.
angle right. I mean,
What you using there? Is it
Pencil.
sketch? Oh, pencil. Okay, because I see something else
That's
in your
the
other
rule
hand.
holder. No. Oh, it's just the head I'm using for reference.
Oh, okay.
Because the bigger gun came with a swap out head. So
Oh,
I was
okay.
Like, just use that for reference. It's like,
Okay.
yeah. Having like a toy of a thing you're drawing is really helpful because you can see the character from any angle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's true.
Specific character.
Yeah.
So. Especially Transformers when they have such stuff going on, the designs.
Hmm. Okay. Well, that's okay. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit closer so that you can see what's going on here. There it is. Something like that. Gonna put us in big mode. There we go.
I'm big now. There he is.
There he is. Oh, and yours looks much better as well. So there we go.
Thank you. Still trying to figure it out.
Oh, there's more. Monty Python, The Search for the Holy Grail, and The Search of the Holy Grail. Dragon Slayer. I remember that one. I remember Dragon Slayer. That's crazy. Sleepy Hollow. Ooh, Sleepy Hollow. Johnny Depp. Sleepy Hollow. That's pretty intense, huh? That thing was pretty intense when I watched it. It's like, wow. And who did the Headless Horseman? This guy, he always does like evil people. In Batman Returns, he did the mayor. Gosh, I don't remember his name. But yeah, Sleepy Hollow was. Oof. Season of the Witch, Seventh Son, The Princess Bride. Christopher Walken, there he is. Oh man, what a dude. What an actor. Oh, he was so crazy, man. When he did Sleepy Hollow, it was Okay, I think this one's gonna be a lot better because I started off better. He was terrifying in Sleepy Hollow. That's why I love it so much. Yeah. No, he was so good. He was crazy, man. Like, I really like Sleepy Hollow. It's It's not a movie that I recommend to anybody just like that. It's really intense, but wow. Whew. It's like Christopher Walken and Johnny Depp, and then Christina Ricci. No, amazing cast. Well, this kind of is art and not chatting, but
Yeah.
but this is what happens when we're in the zone. When we're in the zone, we just go with it. So
All that thought process really when it comes to the drawing, more so than the physical labor itself, I think.
Okay. And I'm kind of creating
person,
on yeah. I'm kind of creating on the go. It's like I have an idea,
Same.
but it's not completely like developed. Yeah, I definitely like this one so much more than the green one. So, any plans for the weekend?
Got work on the weekend, but I might do a stream Saturday night.
Okay.
Gonna be doing more of this kind of stuff here because I'm trying to train myself how to draw Dinobots because I'm actually working on the script for a fan comic I'm working on for Transformers.
Nice.
So that's why I'm kind of trying to train myself how to draw these characters a little bit more frequently.
Congrats. That's so good.
Yeah, thanks. It's just meant to be like a little fan comic, kind of just to get my foot in the door, kind of experiment with linear storytelling with art.
Yeah. Well, that's how it starts, man.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you get.
I'm gonna be doing, and so. Yeah,
no, go ahead.
You go ahead. Okay.
I know.
So the story's gonna be about the Dinobots, more so as characters. It's kind of meant to be. Kind of a lost episode of the original cartoon, like that same sort of like vibe and tone.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a lot of fun story with a good villain, hopefully.
Okay, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought of going to a Comic-Con and doing like what Jinja does? Like actually, having your own booth. But I can see you're not really
put into practice. But
yeah.
First of all, I'd probably have to get like a branding and all that sorted out before I could get that sorted. But yeah, I could probably see myself doing that someday. Just kind of be a way to kind of move extra money, doing like commissions and stuff like that. So.
That's so cool. That's really good.
It's like a free comic though. It wouldn't be like a crowdfunding thing. It's just gonna be coming from me. I know it's doing all by myself. It's meant to be kind of like just my foot in the door sort of thing.
Yeah, that's good.
Just having fun with it. So
cool.
And I can't crowdfund anyways because I'd be sued up the ass by Hasbro if I did that.
Oh, it's so true. But can't you do it by ways of like fanfic? There's so many fanfics.
Yeah, it's kind of how it's gonna work. That's how it's gonna be basically.
Like all these Comic-Cons and things like that, what they have out there is like all the people sell all these merch without asking permission
yeah.
So I don't see an issue with yours.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Okay, so I am almost done my fantasy with wisps kind of thing. I'm gonna let it dry for a minute. I have done the design, and what I want to do now is either I want to get a stag in there actually. And so it is Will of the Wisp. We're gonna have some lights coming in and out with some marker in there. So thank you, Terra Crystal. Oh, I didn't see your previous comment, and it says, I'll mention this one too. All is fair in love. It's not medieval, but it's a rom-com at a Renaissance fair. Okay. I did not see that. I've never heard of this one. And then, oh, thank you. And really like the shading of light and dark. Thank you so much. We'll see what happens. I'm definitely going to be laminating the one that I do like. If I like both, they'll be laminated, and if not, I'll just laminate this one here, which is I really like that one. So while this is drying off, and we have about 10 minutes left of the stream because we do go about an hour and a half, let's go back to the dragon. Look at that, man. God, I love dragons, man. Love dragons.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go.
Wish I was good at drawing them.
Well, I mean, you're good at drawing. What? Haven't you ever tried?
I've drawn them once. So I did one obviously on our art party, but yeah, never drawn them much.
Well, I mean, you've drawn what was her name, Raven, so many times. I mean, why don't you try it?
Yeah. I mean, I could probably learn how to draw because I'm going to be drawing dinosaurs anyways.
There you go.
So that won't be that much different.
Cousins of dragons, cousins of dinosaurs.
Yeah. But I did a Grimlock actually on the channel a while ago in a T-Rex mode.
Well, there you go.
It's kind of close enough. Just need the wings.
You got to have a dragon in your stream, Megatron. How dare you?
Yeah.
And I've been looking into prints actually, and I just can't get myself to print stuff. I have what I do with all my art is I scan it before I put it into plastic, or I laminate it so I have it on digital. And then I always tell myself, okay, now is your moment to print it. Now is your moment. I can't seem to get myself to do it. I don't know if you have that issue, but I
always forget to save all my art on the computer, so
I just can't get it. It's so frustrating because people are like, "Oh, where can I get it?" And I'm like, "It'll be on my Etsy channel soon." And I'm always promising, and it's true. I do want to, but I just can't get myself to print
I always
it.
just forget to print digital for some reason. So we start doing that more.
Or stickers. It's like, oh, you should do stickers with these. Yeah. But then again, I don't want to end up with like a whole bunch of stickers that are there just like without any use, and they're kind of like, ugh, And also what Tara Crystal says is like, oh, a reproduction print isn't the same as the original artwork. Agreed.
Yeah.
But still, it's like people want to buy these things. I want to put them available, but I don't want to have like 500 book notes, bookmarks of the same thing, just staring at me in my house. Or if I don't want to have like an overproduction of something that people might not be interested in. They're interested in it for a while, but then boom, it's gone. So okay, so I've done the wings. I've used my metallics. It's okay. I like how it's like the grading between the green and the blue is good.
Yeah, that's good.
Now comes the hard part, and it's like, what do I do with the body? What color should I do him? I'm gonna go with blues. I think that's a good thing, but I just don't know. I'm gonna leave this kind of like a pearly here. I'm gonna leave this white, and then the rest I'm gonna go for like blues and oh, Lady Hawk. Yes, Matthew Broderick, Michelle Pfeiffer. And oh gosh, who does the bishop? Religious guy. Wait a second. He's so well known, super well known. Whew. Wow. Now that's maybe getting splotches of green. I'm thinking. John Wood, I think. It could be John Wood. I've seen him so many times in different films. I do recognize the actor. I have seen him in different roles. And Logic Sparks, hey, good evening, sir. How are you? We're just finishing up. Oh, It's almost 4 minutes to 9. Oh my gosh. Well, at my time. Because some people are back in the future. Some people are like us are in the future, and the other ones, and you guys are in the back of the past. Exactly.
Yeah. Stuck in the past. Makes sense. I'm drawing a dinosaur, so robot. So
That's good. Like go to since StreamYard is not. It's like, oh wow, that looks great. Nice shading, very nice. That's so cool. You know what? I need some references. I need some inspiration here. Hang on a second. Dragon, watercolor. Oh, geez. There we go. Let's see here.
maybe a yellow belly, like a light yellow for the belly, and then like light blue for the rest of the body.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was gonna
Yeah.
leave this like a green color here, and then the rest is kind of like a light blue with green
Yeah.
splotches. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Like what Terra Crystal says. All right, so let's go for it. But I don't want to go for yellow. I want to go for like a light greenish. Not really sure how to do this, but well, let's see here. A little bit of white here, just to pull it down. A little bit of yellow here. A little bit more white. Amazingly enough, I use white. You're not going to be able to see any of it, but because it's so light. Okay. I can make out some of it. It looks good. Okay, thank you. Yeah, that's what I was. The best part of watercolor is that you can actually pick up some of the paint while it's still wet, which is good because that just tones it down. Yeah, that's really nice. And then greenish. Let's see, let's go for like a nice, like a let's go for like a aquamarine green. That'll be nice. Just to start off here. Oh gosh, I keep hitting the camera because it's like right in front of my face. Do you need a camera stand? I have a camera stand. It's kind of like these wiggly ones so that I can position the camera to wherever I want. So it's not that I don't have one. I do have one. But it's very, and this is not just me, like Tabitha has the same problem. It's just really difficult to position it in a way that it looks good, and you guys get to see what's going on. It's a big issue. Oh, by the way, I did not. Classic. I want to install my mic. So I have a professional podcast mic, but when I was doing cleaning, I misplaced it somewhere in my house.
Oh.
I don't know. It's in my house. I know it's in my house, and I just haven't had time to look for it. So it's kind of like, oh my gosh, I want to do it because I want to do the overvoice for the new video, but I forget you're doing art at an angle and not on a flat table. Yeah, it's true. No, but even on a flat table, it's the angles are pretty bad. Oh gosh. Like, to position the camera so that you guys can actually see what's going on is really hard. So. Because you, the viewers, need to see what's going on. Anyway, we gotta start winding down because it is 9:05.
I'll just get here though.
That ain't my fault, Megatron. You're starting to get in the zone, and now you gotta cut it off. Oh, that's so sad. That's why I said we gotta start winding down.
Yeah.
But
now I'm winding down.
I like what I'm seeing. I like my dragon. It's coming on pretty sweet. I like the metallics. You guys can't see the metallics per se, but there is metallic wings on there. I'm liking how that's looking. So, and this is obviously my Will-O-the-Wisps. I did not finish it. As always, I like as if I actually finished something on this stream. I very rarely finish something. I do, but it's very rare. So what I can do is before we go, we can.
I'm all finished.
Oh, what? No, no! Oh my gosh, you are finished.
Just kidding.
No, at least you're finished that part.
No.
And now you got another
this is an old piece. This is an old piece.
Oh yeah, now you're just bragging.
Yeah. There's a little bumblebee.
Oh, and you shamelessly accepted. Yes, I am bragging. It's like, fine, brag. We're artists. We need to brag.
Yeah.
All right then. Oh well, thank you so much for joining me in this this episode 24 of Art and Chatting. Oh my gosh, it's yeah, it's been going strong, and I probably will be doing a stream this Saturday. I do have another guest that he lives far away, so I have to do some juggling with schedules, but hopefully he'll be able to make it. If not this Saturday, maybe another time. But
yeah.
But yeah, so thank you so much, everybody. We're gonna be. It's been really fun, really nice, and thank you so much to Crystal for the compliments of the green and the purples. This is gonna be nice. This is not gonna turn out so bad as I thought, but yeah. So tune in, Megatron. You want to tell us again what you're up to this week? You may be streaming.
Yeah, I'll probably be doing a live stream tomorrow night. I'll probably restream because I have to work in the morning on Saturday, so um, I'll be doing a stream a little bit later in the evening, probably. Depends on how long my shift takes. So, but
Well,
yeah, I'll just be doing more of the same. Probably doing some practice sketches of like Dinobots and stuff like that.
okay.
Because I
That
really
sounds
want to kind of focus on that little project right now.
awesome.
So,
That's so good.
yeah,
And me, stay tuned. If you guys are sub to my channel and with that notification bell, you probably know if I do go live this Saturday, because I do have time. And when I have time, I stream. That's what I do because I love streaming. It's therapeutic. It's art. It pushes me to my limits. And so yeah. If not, you guys know where you're going to find me. Next week, it's going to be on a Friday, January 24th, because on Thursday, I do have another commitment. So it's going to be Friday, 24th at 7:30 p.m. I hope I'm not crossing over with too many people, but yeah, we will be here. So everybody have a wonderful weekend. I hope you guys have... I hope all goes well, and peace out, everybody.
see ya.
Catch you later.